Once upon a time, in a small, sunlit farmyard, there lived a proud little hen named Hattie. She had glossy golden feathers and was known for her impeccable nest of freshly laid eggs. Hattie was cheerful and hardworking, and though she liked to keep to herself, she always greeted her neighbors with a friendly cluck. One day, as Hattie pecked at the ground for grains, a sleek black cat named Shadow strolled into the barnyard. Shadow was a wanderer with piercing green eyes and a curious nature. He was new to the farm and spent his days exploring every nook and cranny. "Good morning," purred Shadow as he sat down on the fence. "You seem busy as always." Hattie glanced up, cautious. "Good morning, Shadow. Busy is good. It keeps the fox away." Shadow chuckled. "The fox? You worry too much, my feathered friend. The world is more than just foxes and chores. Why don't you take a break? Come with me. There's a lovely patch of daisies in the meadow." Hattie shook her head. "I can't. I have eggs to lay, grains to collect, and a family to care for. Besides, the meadow is far from the barn, and I must stay safe." Shadow's green eyes sparkled with mischief. But life is too short to stay cooped up. Sometimes a little adventure is worth the risk." Hattie hesitated. She had never ventured beyond the familiar barnyard, but Shadow's words stirred something within her, an itch for a glimpse of the wider world. "All right," Hattie finally said, fluffing her feathers, "but just for a short while." Shadow leapt gracefully off the fence, leading Hattie through the tall grass. The meadow was indeed beautiful, dotted with daisies swaying gently in the breeze. Hattie clucked in delight, pecking at the tiny seeds scattered among the flowers. But as the sun began to set, a rustling noise startled them both. Out of the shadows, a sly fox emerged, his sharp teeth gleaming. Hattie froze, her heart pounding. Shadow, however, stepped forward, his sleek fur bristling. "Stay behind me," he hissed. The fox sneered. "Out of my way, cat. The hen is my dinner." "Not today," Shadow growled, arching his back. With a swift leap, he pounced on the fox, clawing and hissing with all his might. The fox, caught off guard, yelped and fled back into the woods. Hattie stared in awe as Shadow turned to her, his fur a bit ruffled but his green eyes calm. "Are you all right?" he asked. Hattie nodded, still trembling. I never should have left the barnyard." Shadow smiled softly. "Perhaps. But now you know there's beauty beyond it. And you're stronger than you think, Hattie. You faced your fears." From that day on, Hattie and Shadow became the best of friends. Hattie would often share her stories at the farmyard, while Shadow spoke of his adventures in the wild. And though Hattie never ventured far from home again, she always knew that with Shadow by her side, the world wasn't such a scary place after all. And so, the hen and the cat lived happily, watching over each other and sharing the simple joys of life.